Hello and welcome back to another episode of Gio's View. I'm Gio Battaglia.
I'm Antonina Tortorello.
And I'm Kat Bound.
Madison Scott was not able to make it this week, but we will welcome her back next week. Let's get into our fresh off the press topics. The Kardashians have released a first look at their brand new series simply titled The Kardashians that will premiere on Hulu in April. Take a look.
Can you believe this is day one?
Literally, this is insane.
I love us.
This makes me so happy.
She's never had a reaction like that from me, and it's happened like a few times.
Do you guys think this will differ at all from the previous series, or are they just returning to their roots? Antonina, we'll start with you.
The way it's set up, it just looks like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, so I'm assuming that it's going to be the same thing. It also doesn't really look like much of a rebrand, so I'm just guessing it's going to be the same old drama and the same old Kardashian fantasy.
Yeah, I don't see anything new going on. It probably will be more fresh, I guess. We haven't seen them on camera in a while. Well, of course they're always on camera, but like on like their own show. So I don't think there's gonna be anything new. But I am excited to see it because it was always like a comfort like show to watch, like in the background and all that like stuff. So yeah.
What was something that like you guys loved from watching the Kardashians that you hope that they carry over, Kat?
I love seeing, I always like going back and seeing their old episodes and seeing them grow up on screen. And it's also like when I envision like all of them, I think that they're like all stuck up or just all in the money. But then I go back and like say I look at the old videos with like the Jenners when they were little, they were so funny. They were swinging around on stripper poles. like they have personality, and the show like helps them show that personality.
I've been loving, people have been posting on TikTok old episodes and the clips, and just the nostalgia behind it is so good. Antonina, what are you hoping they bring back?
That's what I was going to say. I feel like my favorite part about like Keeping Up with the Kardashians was the fact of the humor that wasn't intentional. I think the Kardashians are so funny and they don't even mean to be. So that's what I'm hoping is still in this season. I hope they don't change and strive too far from their roots.
Do you guys think that they're going to talk about the Kanye drama that's been recent, and how do you hope that they like interplay it into the show, if at all?
Personally, I would really love them to like say something about it because obviously I want to snip out of that drama.
Of
but
course.
I think for now they're going to keep a little bit quiet because it's like the drama isn't over yet. But I would definitely love to see it.
Antonina?
Yeah, I definitely think when you're filming a reality TV show and you're giving up this much of your life, there's not too much that you can hide. So I feel like it's gonna come out. They're gonna address it. They're gonna talk about it. I feel like it's either gonna be a big part of it or just like touched upon. But I feel like if it is happening in your life and everyone already knows about it, why not show what you're going through and show what it is, unless it's like something private. But
I'm hoping that they've just had this time off. You know, they've had the cameras out of their face, at least for reality TV, for a while, so they just have like this energy coming back. Courtney's with Travis Barker, right? Is that the name? And you know, or Kylie has new kids. I think it's just going to be such fresh energy. I'm really excited for it.
This past week was Twosday, or 2/22/22. This day was believed to be the perfect day for manifestation and good vibes. Did anything significant happen to you guys? Did you do anything to bring you good luck? Gio, let's start with you.
I did not think that this day differed from any other day. I don't know if it's because I have been against the crystals this week and I haven't been using them to meditate as well, but I feel like they are mad at me and giving me bad juju this week.
Oh no.
Honestly, I also had a terrible day like that day. It was just, I was up at like 2:22 a.m. in the middle of the night, and I did my manifestations, and I only wished and desired good things, and then I just ended up having not the best day, which I was like, come on. But at 2:22 at the time, I still did good affirmations and good manifestations because it takes patience and time. So even if it was a bad day, hopefully future outcomes is still good.
Yeah, I try to be patient and try to have positive energy. My roommate is really big into crystals and selenite wands and meditating and stuff. And she was even saying how bad of a day it was. I called my mom, who like didn't even know that it was Tuesday, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm having like the worst day ever." So I don't know if it was just my inner circle, if I was bringing the bad juju. How was your Tuesday?
Yeah, so I've been kind of going like just like drama, but like not real drama, just very stressed, like not doing the best. So that day was also bad because there was some things going on, but I've actually like, I feel like such like a fake like crystal fan, but I have been just starting to like research and like buy them, which I haven't really done before, but I've always wanted to get into it. So I just took like the initiative and started doing it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, like I see a change, but I'm accepting and like trying. So my day wasn't great, but it was a really cool date, and I took a picture on the time and the date. So
For me, I see it as when the world gives me something, it's like a lesson. So I just take it in and I accept it because I wish that the world has the best intentions for me. So
That's a good outlook.
I just look at it as a lesson.
Do you play around with crystals at all, Kat?
Oh, yes. I love crystals. Me and my roommates, we all love them. We collect them. I've been collecting since I was a child, actually. And we used to, me and my sister used to pretend that we were like magical or like something like that. And it was it was really fun. But I'm still into it. My mom, she loves it as well. She has a whole wall of that stuff. The whole house is decorated in like witchcraft and like all that stuff. It hardcore mode. And I also have a tattoo of it. I love that stuff. Yeah.
I hadn't been really into crystals. I believe in the crystals. I believe in meditation. I believe in tarot card readings and stuff. And my roommate one night was like, "Let me just align your chakras. Let me just try it out on you." And I was like, "This is gonna do nothing." And she did it on the crown, on the stomach, like everywhere they're supposed to go. And she waved me with the selenite wand. And I was just like tingling. It was the coolest experience I have ever done. That next day I went and bought crystals, the selenite wand, the crystal that I'm wearing now, just a little clear quartz one. Yeah, I just love it.
This is funny, but a little scientific fact for you guys. Crystals, some people are like, "Oh, it's not real, it's fake, it's all..." Okay, listen. Crystals are made out of minerals. Humans are made out of minerals. We're all both made out of minerals, and each object holds energy. We hold energy, and it's just like energy combining and reacting to each other. And that's kind of how I depict it to work.
How do you think you'll use your new collection of crystals?
I've been like doing the affirmations and like holding them and putting my energy out and like just telling like I'm putting like what I want into the universe and just believing that I already have it. So I feel like if I just keep doing that and I keep believing and I keep trying, and honestly, like it's been like a very good form of peace for me because I'm so stressed and overwhelmed in my life that it can get like way too overwhelming. But going to the crystal store and like going home and like just like talking to my crystals, like it's been calming me down, and I actually really appreciate it. So that's what I love about them.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in a daily routine.
And also the community of people who love crystals, they're just so like welcoming and heartwarming. I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely.
Moving on, former The View co-host Sherry Shepherd will take over Wendy Williams' time slot. Shepherd was deemed a natural as serving as a fill-in, but can anyone replace Wendy? Ju, what do you think?
I love Wendy Williams. I'm so upset that this is the circumstances that she has to leave her show in. You know, Wendy's been on the air for quite some time, and to not really have a final ending is something that I really feel for her for. I love Sherry Shepherd. I used to watch her with my mom when she was on The View and a co-host, and she just brought this energy to the show that I think she will emulate for the people that carry over from Wendy to Sherry and Cena.
Yeah, I wasn't like a very avid watcher of the Wendy Williams show, but I do love the memes and I love Wendy's humor. Even though it might not always she might not always try to be funny, a lot of things that she does is funny, and I will miss that. I think that she did a great run, and I hate to see her having health conditions that mean that she has to like give up her show, which is very sad.
Yeah, Kat.
No one can ever replace her. She was fearless. Her tea time was just her just sitting on the side of her chair and just telling tea and telling it how it is. That is just such a personality that you can't forget about. You can't just replace. But I did see a podcast with Shepard in it, and she says that she admires everything about Wendy Williams. So she has no bad intentions, and I think she'll take over the best.
Now, I haven't seen Sherry on the Wendy Williams show yet, but is there anything that you hope that, like, similar with the Kardashians, that you hope that she carries over as she becomes a full-time host? Kat?
Definitely the sass, definitely being an icon, because I love that. I absolutely love that. I love that.
Antonina?
Yeah, I mean, again, as I said, I wasn't like a huge fan of the Wendy Williams show. Not that, I mean, I didn't really watch it, but there are like those like personality traits and like, as you said, the sass and the quotes, and like, I feel like it still has to be like a funny or like upbeat type show, and I hope that's how it stays.
Yeah, I think if anyone's doing a fun upbeat show, it would be Sherry Shepard to take her place.
Definitely.
What is your favorite Wendy Williams moment that just you've seen on the internet, not even just on her show?
I don't even know. There's so many. Probably probably the Statue of Liberty. That meme, that one's good. There's also another one, like she says a quote, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Like
James. That one. Something like
Yeah,
that.
Kat, what's your favorite? Is there any other one than that?
Icon, legend, she is the moment. Is that Wendy? Yeah.
Just the Masked Singer performance when she's singing Native New Yorker.
She was on The Masked Singer.
Yeah, she was the big lips.
lips.
You've never heard the song?
I love
From a Native New Yorker.
Oh, yes. Okay,
It's the
did see that.
absolute best. I also love more recently when she was talking about Britney Spears' family, and she was like deaf to all of them. You just cannot. And I'm glad that Sherry Shepard's not trying to take on Wendy and like compete with her iconic moments, because you just can't when you have
No.
so many like that under your belt.
No, definitely
We'll
not.
definitely have to see how Sherry does. I want to tune in. I love Sherry. The penultimate episode to the finale of Euphoria aired on Sunday, and we finally got to see Lexi's play. Did this episode live up to your expectations, or did you expect more? Antonina?
I love this episode. I was so ready for Lexi's play. It was probably the thing I was looking forward to the most this season. The play is insane. The musical scene, goodbye. I was like flabbergasted sitting in my chair, just like my jaw like on the floor. What's going on with Fez? There's so many questions, and I have so many questions in my head that I'm like, are they even gonna be answered in the final episode? Like, I don't know if you can fit everything into that. But I loved the play. It lived up to my expectations. The only thing I want to complain about is how long the overture slide was.
Oh my God, I know it.
Because I was at the edge of my seat, like, what is going on? Like, why isn't this starting? But I thought they probably did that to like emulate what you actually would have been like if you were in the theater just like sitting there waiting. But I love the episode. I never complain about Euphoria.
Kat, what was Euphoria Sunday like for you?
I was jaw dropped. I love Fez so much. I love him and Lexi. I really hope in carrying over in season 3 that they show more of them. I like how it also gives background to Lexi, and like that she's been so in the background, and I really like it. I also want to know, what was the school's budget for the play?
Oh my God, I was wondering the same thing.
Oh my God. That was,
I was also wondering if any like director or advisor watched the play before it went on the scene. I know there's kind of like that like dramatic irony, like it just kind of has to happen. You kind of got to go along with that. But those questions absolutely did pop in my head.
But you know another thing I loved? It was the fact that like sometimes people will put on a play and it'll be like awkward and no one will like it. Like the students actually liked it, and I was so happy for Lexi as a character for that. Yes.
It's definitely gonna stir up some drama. Cassie's face in the window was not too happy, so we'll
I was disappointed with the play episode. I mean, I thought the play was good. It didn't play out for me the way that I thought it was going to, but I think I'm going to be redeemed in the finale.
I was going to say, it's to be continued, I wouldn't say anything.
I just want to see Maddie run Cassie her money, and
oh, I think it's coming.
I think it is coming too.
If you watch the preview, I think it's coming.
Well, we're going to watch it right now. Take a look at what is to be expected for the season 2 finale of Euphoria.
Let's do this. When you died, it didn't feel real. It felt like a movie. And this is the part where the character never recovers. The part where life takes them down. This is the scene that scars her forever.
This is just the beginning.
You know, last week I said that I was most excited for the episode with the play, but watching that back, that preview, I could just watch it again and again. I cannot wait for Sunday. Kat, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna put on some Euphoria makeup, feel like I'm in it, and I just want Maddie to be Cassia, honestly.
Antonina?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I'm honestly worried about being disappointed because this is the last episode, and I genuinely base my week on looking forward to Euphoria Sundays, like genuinely.
Absolutely.
And I just hope it lives up to everything. If it doesn't, I'm just going to be like, that's how they wanted it to play out and just accept it, obviously, because I can't change it. But it looks good, and I feel like it will live up to my expectations, so that's what I'm hoping for.
We're going to need some crystals after the episode of Euphoria.
Some meditations, I'm just like...
Absolutely.
If you have any questions or points you would like us to bring up in next week's episode, make sure you let us know in the comments, and as well as Instagram or Twitter.
We thank you for watching this week's episode of Gio's View. Tune in next week for an interview with local musician Larissa Wynn. As always, I'm Gio Battaglia. Thank you for watching.
Bye.